Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess, and y'all know my slogan, life is a game of chess. Hey guys, I know I haven't posted a YouTube video or not, because obviously guys, I've been so busy with work. You know, it's a lot of things going on, like very busy. A lot of tasks I gotta complete, so it's pretty crazy. But I wanted to make this video, you know, from the heart, guys. You know, I'm gonna be pretty transparent with y'all. So I'm hoping that when y'all listen to me, that it would change the way you think, you know, change the way you make a decision. Alright? So here we go. Guys, when I was little, you know, I had to be about probably 1 or 2 years old. My mom actually told me this story, how she had to take my sister, which my sister was young too. She had to take my sister somewhere, and my dad, he was actually home taking care of me. Remind you, my mom is a praying woman. There are times that early in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning, you know, she would get up and pray. You know, she would, you know, because obviously we slept on the second floor, and she used to, and I used to always hear her open the door, you know, walking downstairs to the living room, and she would be on her knees, you know, praying all the time. That's all I can remember, like praying every day, you know, asking God for guidance, and, you know, praying for protection over us, all of that. This one day, she made the decision to keep me home. I guess there were times where, you know, she took me everywhere she went, but this specific day, my dad was home, and she was like, she just gonna keep me there with my dad, because she wanted to take my sister somewhere. I don't know where they was going, but they was going somewhere. So when she started driving and everything, they got on the highway, and they had a car, which was I guess pretty nice car, but it also seemed kind of, at least back then, I guess it was a nice car, but to me, when I saw the picture, it looked pretty old. But anyway, as she was driving the car, you know, she had my sister, you know, very young. She probably was maybe 9 or 10, maybe. I'm not really sure. But she had her, you know, sit in the front seat of the car. And I take it, usually she always sit in the back, but this time she sat in the front seat. So as my mom was driving on the highway, you know, everything seemed good. Then out of nowhere, a drunk driver came and totaled the car. And when I mean totaled the car, it was a very bad accident, to the point where after the car crash, you know, after the drunk driver hit the car, there was no back seat. The whole car was like literally total, guys. There was no back seat at all. Like literally no back seat. It was just the driver and the passenger side that was like kind of intact, but the whole back seat was total. There was no back seat. That's how bad that accident was. Now, I told y'all one wrong choice can affect your future. So what if my mom didn't listen? Like, what if she made the other choice of, you know, just bringing me along? Obviously, I would have to be in the back seat, in the baby seat or whatever, things like that. What if she would have never listened? Or what if she would have never made that that choice, I wouldn't have been here. Y'all would have never heard of Maurice Bishop. I would have never heard of Maurice Bishop Church University. You would have never seen none of my YouTube videos. You would have never heard me today telling my story. I would have never had any experience in life. My life would have ended very, very short. Which goes to show, you know, one wrong choice or whatever in that action, it would have ended up very, very bad. Another incident, guys, is when I was in Iraq. I had a, how can I say this? I can't really say friend, or at least at the time I thought he was my friend. You know, he did drugs though. Or maybe not drugs, maybe it was just the marijuana. Remind you, you know, in the military, it's pretty much illegal to do any type of substance, you know? I mean, unless it's something that you're medicated for or things like that, you have a doctor's note, then that's a different story. But obviously, if you do any type of drugs that's not prescribed for you or whatever, it's illegal. And this guy who was supposed to be my friend, he pissed hot like twice. Yes, he did get like I believe he had like an Article 15, which pretty much is if you do something illegal, if you do something that's, you know, that's not authorized by the military, you know, you pretty much get in trouble. And usually with an Article 15, they could take money out your account, and then you'll have to do 45 days of extra duty. And the 45 days of extra duty is labor work. You're literally working all day and you're tired as heck, and then you get up early in the morning. And the 45 days of extra duty is supposed to pretty much supposed to make your life miserable. And it's more like a consequence to keep you from having to get in trouble again. You know, to help you make the right decision, so that you'll never ever have to do this type of labor work again. That's what that's for. Alright, so I guess this guy thought it was going to be cool to actually take somebody equipment. Now, remind you, this type of equipment is a high dollar item. And this thing right here, we're like, how can I say it? We call it ACOGs. And with ACOGs, they're powerful scopes that you put on your weapon, you know, maybe an M16, some type of rifle, whatever. Very, very powerful. Obviously, it's government, right? And he took the whole box. And his goal was to take all of that, mail it back in the States, and sell it. Because he was going to sell it on the streets. That's what his plan was. He was thinking about getting money. So he put me on to it. I didn't know at the time he stole it. It looked like, you know, the way he described it, like he just found it. In which he actually did found it or whatever, and it wasn't I mean, it was like literally, I think it was placed outside somewhere. Maybe somebody put it there because they were working on something else. Maybe, I don't really know. Hey, good morning, Mace. Yeah, I don't know what it was supposed to be going on, but you know, all I know is he found a box full of ACOGs, and his goal was to mail it to the States and sell it. He put me on. I was like, yeah, I want some money too, right? So I actually took one, and I had put it in, you know, in my duffel bag, you know, in Iraq and everything. You get like these trailer houses, which really it ain't nothing but a bedroom, pretty much. That's the best way I could explain it. You know, just a bedroom. You know, your wall lockers where you put all your gears at. Inside the wall locker, you get these drawers, or I guess you could put your socks at, things like that, right? But in this case, the ACOGs that he gave to me, I just put it in my my bag, you know, my duffel bag, and I put it all the way in the bottom of my duffel bag, and on top of it, I just placed with a whole bunch of clothes that I already had. So literally, I did that, and like probably like a week later, you know, I had R&R, which means that you get like, I think it's like a week of leave, you know, to see your family, whatever, things like that, you know. And that's pretty much what I did, right? I went on leave, a week there, you know, a week in the States. I wound up going to Texas, you know, for my leave. I mean, that's pretty much what I did. And literally, I didn't even go to Texas. I went somewhere else. I think I went back. I went to Philly to see my family and stuff. I think either Texas or Philly. I can't really remember. But anyway, while I was on leave, something happened, but I didn't know about it at all. I didn't know anything about it, right? So it wasn't until I had to go back, you know, to Iraq and everything. And you know, I saw my supply sergeant, you know, which is also my supervisor, you know, saw my supervisor and everything, and I was like, all right, cool, let me you know, probably gonna put me to work, you know, probably do whatever, right? So he looked at me and was like, you need to thank me. And I was like, thank you. I was like, for what? And he pretty much said, he saved my life. And I'm like, yo, like, what are you talking about? So he told me after, you know, while I was on leave, he said that somewhere along the way, the MPs, which is the military police, they came to his trailer, did a whole, like, intrusion. Like, I can't really say intrusion because they're authorized to do it, but somewhere along the way, I guess somebody that, number one, he talks a lot. He really talks about he talks a lot. He doesn't keep his mouth shut. He talks a lot. And he gives a lot more information than he should. So somewhere along the way, somebody that was actually part of the other supply sergeant's unit, you know, saw that he had an ACOG and whatever, and his supply sergeant told him where he get it from, and that's pretty much what happened. He said, oh, I got this from so-and-so, which is, again, supposedly my friend, right? So he went back and notified, you know, the MPs, you know, that, hey, man, this dude probably have all my ACOGs because, you know, one of my soldiers has one of mine that I'm accountable for. And that's pretty much how the whole, you know, MP started, like, you know, ransack through his whole trailer, right? And of course, when they went in the wall locker, they saw the box of the ACOGs. Now, he got caught with all of those, right? He got caught with literally every single one of them. And then out of nowhere, this guy said, hey, Maurice Bishop has one. Is in his wall locker. Totally snitched on me. Literally snitched on me. Remind you, he had a whole box. Only just had one. And the crazy part, I didn't know he stole it. Like, I didn't know. I mean, like I said, it came across that he just found it or whatever. You know, that he just found it. So he was like, I need to go with Maurice Bishop trailer because he has one too. You know, y'all need to go get that. Literally, like, snitched me out. Like, instead of just taking it like a man and just, you know, just taking it, the dude snitched on me and stuff. So yeah. So luckily my supply sergeant, or my supervisor, you know, heard about it, and him and his partner in crime literally rushed to the trailer. They rushed all the way to my trailer and everything, and they start ransacking everything. They, you know, popped the lock, like, because obviously I had a lock. I had locked my wall lock and everything. So they banged on that thing until that thing was broken off. I don't know how they did it or whatever, but they got that thing off. And as soon as they opened it, they just started dumping everything out, trying to find, you know, one of those ACOGs. Literally dumped everything out. They took my duffel bag, dumped everything out. And as soon as they dumped it all out, that's when they saw my ACOG that I had. So they hurried up, took the ACOG, put everything back in a duffel bag, try to put everything back together, you know, like, I mean, they did this with the quickness, and I mean with the quickness, like their life depended on it. They did this very quick. Hurry up, put everything back and everything, and, you know, close the wall locker. Remind you, I ain't got no lock on my stuff no more now because they busted all open. So they hurried up, left. They left the trailer. And I think they was using a Gator at the time. You know, the Gator is pretty much like a golf cart type of thing. That's what it pretty much is. But they hurry up and drove off. Literally, guys, like probably 10 to 15 seconds when they left, that's when they saw all the LMPs coming and like going in the trailer. Literally. They went through, they didn't find anything, you know. So why am I telling y'all this? I'm telling y'all this because, number one, you have to really be careful who you hang around with. You have to be careful who your circle is. Because the thing is, even though I didn't know that his stuff was stolen, you know, because I was thinking about money, but you have to really be careful. Hold on, guys.
Hi.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to pay a toll. But yeah, the whole point that I'm making is you have to be careful who your friends are. You know, which is why, guys, I don't just befriend people just to be friends with them. You know, like, I have to trust you. I have to, like, I gotta know that you're a stand-up person. You know what I mean? That you just wouldn't just put me in a situation that could really cause my future or affect my future. You know, so I just don't befriend everybody. You know. And yeah, would y'all say that it was a wrong choice? You think that would have been a wrong choice? Or do y'all think that was a wrong choice for me to just take in the first place? And in a sense that it was wrong because I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't aware. You know, I wasn't really thinking. The only thing that was on my mind was money. And sometimes when people give you something or they give you a plan how you gonna make money, not all the time is good money. Sometimes there's always a negative intent behind that. So you need to know all the story because I'm telling you guys, it's serious. You know, there's people that could get hemmed up for something so small, something that they don't know about it, but the perception would be as if you was actually a part of this scenario or this crime. You know, it's just crazy, guys. Another situation, I'm gonna give y'all this one. Another one, this is kind of like crazy though, but for all y'all that know, you know, I used to be suicidal, and it was a couple of times I almost jumped off a balcony. just ready to be done, right? And eventually I didn't. In other situation, I had another idea where I had a knife, and I was going to slit my wrist, in which I was doing that, but for some reason the knife wasn't cutting me for some reason. Remind you, this is a sharp knife, and I couldn't think why it wasn't cutting me. And the last time, and I did this like probably 5 or 6 times, just like slicing it. I'm thinking, yo, I'm not doing it hard enough. And there were times I was like doing it pretty hard, but then this time I was gonna take it an extreme further and use the actual point and pierce it all the way through, and then do it that way. And I was in church, guys, doing this, and somewhere along the way I just stopped, guys. I just pretty much stopped. I didn't go all the way through. But if I would have did that, my life would have been over. You know, my family would have been sad. My parents would have been sad. You know, it just would have been horrible. You know, nobody, again, it wouldn't be no Maurice Bishop Church University. It wouldn't be none of that. Decisions. A lot of people make rational decisions because they're emotional. They're going through a lot of stuff. They feel overwhelmed and they can't take it. And there's a lot of people that make a lot of decisions, rash decisions, because their obstacle seems overwhelming. They can't take it. Maybe it's a heartbreak. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they lost a loved one. You know, their loved one died or something. Or maybe, you know, their wife divorced them, or their girlfriend broke up with them. You know, maybe the finances were very, very bad. And like maybe deeply in debt and they can't pay it back. And they just miserable. You know, or maybe some people just depressed and, you know, they're tired of doing the same things over and over again. It almost feels like they're in a mental prison in a way, and they just can't see that they are overcomer. I used to feel that way. But I'm telling you guys, decisions, everybody has a decision. But no matter what obstacle you go through, there's always a solution to every problem. There's always a solution. Even when you feel like you're trapped, you feel like there's no hope, it feels like there's nothing you can do because everything just seems impossible. You gotta have hope. And you have to choose happiness, because happiness is a choice. Nobody can make you happy but you. See, a lot of us is so used to people making us feel better. We're so used to waiting on something to happen, like something's gonna fall from the sky. You know, we're so used to waiting for opportunities to come. But the thing is, you have a choice to actually make something happen. You are the master of your ship. As a man think in his heart, so is he. So you are what you think all day long. And it took me a long time to really figure this out. But if it's something that you don't like, whether it's a house you don't like to live in, change it. Maybe you gotta work a few jobs. Maybe you have a business. Maybe you have some type of business idea and you just need to write out a plan. Put it to work. Make it happen. You know, you have a decision to push. You have a decision to have hope. You know, you have those decisions, because the thing is, if you don't have none of those ideas like in your head or whatever, then yeah, it's gonna always feel like you don't have no hope, because you're not really pushing yourself to be better. People make excuses why things don't go their way. Stop making excuses and come up with a plan where you could change your environment, where you could change the circle that you have. You know, make a decision, because I'm telling you, one wrong decision could really affect your future for a lifetime, guys. Even for a lot of y'all that maybe some of y'all smoke, maybe some of y'all are strong drinkers and everything. The thing is, just imagine if you quit smoking or whatever. You get healthy again. You probably go to the gym. You're getting healthy. You know, your lungs is healthy. Your liver is healthy. Like, everything is going good. You know? So why not, you know, do that? Make a decision to give up smoking. Because the thing is, if you just keep smoking to the day you die, or maybe some people die because of smoking, because they get cancer and things like that. But yet they had a choice to start smoking to prevent that, or to prevent having to talk through what are those things where you get a hole in your throat and you got to talk through that little metal device and everything. It look like a microphone, but you sound like a robot. You know, a lot of those people could prevent that by just quitting smoking. You know, all those years they had a choice to do right, but they didn't. They just chose to keep smoking. Yes, I understand that smoking can become an addiction and things like that, but there's ways to quit, and so many programs to help people quit. Drinking is another one. You know, some people go overboard with the drinking. You know, they get drunk and they black out. You know, there's like so many scenarios, guys, where people, the alcohol, it just ruins their life. You know, so you want to really think and analyze your life, analyze your situation, because I know there's a lot of people out here that's going through a lot of things and don't really understand why. But they understand why bad things happen to good people, you know, or they don't understand, you know, certain situations in their life, or why they got to go through it. You know, certain things they just don't understand, you know. So take the time to analyze your life. You know, really, I mean, like, honestly, guys, I really take the time to really look at your life. You know, like, really meditate on it and see exactly, you know, what you really want in life, your goals, your dreams. What is it that you really want? And what are the bad habits that you have? And if you know you have some bad habits, get rid of it. Sometimes making a change in your life, or having that choice to make a change, is the biggest change and the best thing, or the best decision you could have ever made. Because you making the right decision will only better your life. You know, a lot of times people end up in certain situations because of the wrong choices. Or sometimes it's not even a wrong choice. It's always a choice. But sometimes you can hang with the wrong people and you end up in a situation that you don't want to be in, because your circle wasn't right. Your circle was negative. Which is another thing I always point out. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from people that always making excuses, always in some drama, always, you know, get into fights, always doing something that's not productive. You know, get away from people like that. Get away from people that try to put you down. Those type of decisions is what you want to make fast. Because just like a crab in a bucket, they're the ones that'll try to put you down. They're the ones that'll try to really steal your dreams, steal your hope, tell you what you can and cannot do. You are the master of your ship. You are what you think you are. You are what you think all day long. Alright? And guys, another thing I want you to ponder on is why you think you're in this earth. Why you think you're in this world. Do you think you're just on this world to just, I don't know, like, live your best life and just do what you want to do, party all the time. You know, I mean, what do you think you're on this world for? To make a change, to make a difference, to leave a legacy, to do something positive in the world, to make a difference. What do you think you're in this world for? A lot for y'all to think of, right? Some of y'all, when y'all hear me say that question, y'all might be thinking, I already got the answer. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to live life. I'm just supposed to do what I need to do. Fair enough. This is what I'm going to tell y'all. The only thing I'm going to tell y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Isaiah phones others for the greater good. That's good. That's good, Mace. But yeah, what I'm going to tell y'all is, I know a lot of y'all may be like, what is it? Like, you have the answer for that? This is what I'm going to tell y'all. If y'all could pick up a Bible and read, and I ain't talking about just reading a Bible, guys, because there's a lot of people that may watch this and don't believe there is a God, right? There's a lot of people that may believe that. I was one of them that didn't believe that. For me, it takes a lot for me to agree. It takes a lot for me to... It really takes a lot for me to really believe something if I can't see it. It takes a lot, guys. And I say this because I'm a logical person, and if certain things don't make sense to me, I'm just not going to believe it. It's the same thing how I always tell y'all, when I see computer moves and I don't understand it, I'm just not going to play it. It's the same thing in real life, guys. If I don't understand something, I'm just not going to just believe it because you tell me so. You know, and which was the biggest reason why me and my parents at the time when I was younger in my childhood life, that I didn't get along with my parents because of belief. I did it as a child because, you know, that's what I was told to do and things like that, but I started doing research and everything, and my thing is I want to prove where it wasn't like just like your only proof was just the Bible. Because I feel as though that's where everybody would make the argument because of the Bible. But I was like, I want something more than that. I wanted something outside the Bible. Like, what can you tell me that can actually associate on life without the Bible? Like, what was it? Like, how can you show me proof then? And again, guys, you know, I got the proof, you know, and there's this book called The Case for Christ, which is pretty much about an atheist who pretty much did the same thing. He started researching. He started, you know, didn't believe in God. He literally was on like about to divorce his wife due to his belief, because he didn't believe in God, but his wife did. He didn't believe anything about the Bible. He thought it was all fake. He thought it was you know, it just wasn't true. And this guy pretty much made a bet that, you know, or wasn't really a bet. He was just gonna prove to his wife that God doesn't exist and God isn't real. And that's pretty much what he did. And the thing is, he was a journalist or a writer for I can't think of the company name, but he was a writer or a journalist. You know, he does articles and all that, and it'd be like, I guess, really good. But he was like, he wanted to show proof, which the article was called The Case for Christ and everything. But his whole thing was pretty much to prove everybody wrong, to prove that Jesus wasn't real, to prove that the Bible is fake, That's pretty much what his whole article was going to be about. But it wound up backfiring because he had proof, man, from the Roman historians who hate Jews, hate Gentiles. Like he started that. He went to like the churches, people that had the actual Jesus on cloth, and they did, I guess, like the scientists and all that, saw his face and everything, like a face print on a cloth. So they was trying to think was it fake, was it real, things like that. And they all believed that it was real. And I mean, they was going through, everything, guys. Even the scrolls that they found and everything, they was going through it. Like, everything was real. Even from the, what they call it, the, like the locations, areas and everything. Like, Sodom and Gomorrah, they saw that was actually true, with the sulfur and everything. Because it was very, like, it was real sulfur, guy. Like the whole ground was sulfur, and they did like a whole test on it, on the dirt, and it was like nothing but sulfur, So they knew that it was a powerful fire that came down from the sky, if y'all know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. So all of that, right? So the thing is, guys, y'all know the old saying, or it's not an old saying, it's in the scripture, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And a lot of y'all may be like, shoot, why are you telling us this? You're supposed to be talking about chess and things like that, chess moves. We don't want to hear this. I'm sharing this with you because, again, my slogan is life is a game of chess. Y'all may be looking like, oh, this is completely different. Like, why would you do this? But I really want to get y'all to really, really think, really think why we are on this earth. If they say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And the thing is, guys, even in Romans said, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. And he died on the cross for us so that we wouldn't have to go to hell. And I know a lot of people don't want to talk about heaven and hell and things like this. And people used to always say, if God is love, then why would he send us to hell? And technically, guys, that's not the case. A perfect example I could give you is, let's say a person is on a ship, right? And the ship is sinking, The ship is going down. The ship is sinking, it's going down. Everybody's about to drown, right? Reality is, everybody's about to drown. Everybody's about to go down in the middle of the ocean. But yet, there's a man that comes out of nowhere, and he sends out a lifesaver, so you wouldn't drown, so that you could stay up, right? So they could rescue you, right? It is your choice to take that lifesaver. Y'all saying, if God is love, then why would he send us to hell? Well, technically, we're not sending ourselves to hell. He's actually saving us by trying to, get him to believe in him and have a relationship with him. Not by words, but to have a close relationship with him. That is our choice. So he's the one trying to save us, right? So he still is love, but it's us that just need to make the decision to have a close relationship with him. It's the same way with people sinking in the ship, and the man throws a lifesaver, but we make a decision not to take on that lifesaver. We're already sinking, so there's no way you could blame God for making you drown in a sinking ship if you chose not to take that lifesaver. It is your choice. So when people say, if he's so loved, why would he send us to hell? He's not sending us to hell. We're sending ourselves to hell because, again, we were supposed to go there from the jump. Which is why he sent his only son to die on the cross for us so that we wouldn't have to go, but we have to believe in him and, you know, accept him as our personal savior, you know, and, you know, we need to have that close relationship with him, you know. So that's that decision. So yes, you can choose to believe that he's not real. There's places for people that don't believe in him, you know. There's places for people that denies him. There's places for people that, you know, that don't want to have a relationship with him, you know. Overall it's your choice, you know. And you're probably like, man, why are you like, I'm telling y'all this because I care. Like, I don't, you know, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die someday. You know, at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, and we're gonna all have to be held accountable for everything that we've done. You know, and this is why I say one wrong choice can affect your future. You know, which is why I bring up this point. You know, one day we're gonna stand before the judgment, guys, and we're gonna be held accountable for everything that we do. You know, and let me make this clear, because a lot of y'all may say, well, how y'all know this religion? And it's not even a religion, and I can't even say it's a religion. Remind you guys, I went to school for, what is it? Theology. I went to school for that, and I had to learn all the religions and everything, things like that. Hey, what up, Falcon? I had to go to school for studying all the religions and things like that, what their belief was, from Muslim to Wiccan. Well, at the time, I didn't even know what a Wiccan was, but I studied that, the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witness, the Christians, the Buddhists. I had to study like every single one of those religions and everything, and obviously they were quizzes on it and things like that. But what I realized is, out of all those religions, like literally like learning everything, I realized that everything that I saw was them doing good works. It's like all of them was all about doing good works, doing good to people, things like that, right? But the thing that separates all that religion from Christianity is that Christianity never really talked about just being a good person. It was all about having a close relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's what was different from every religion that I studied about. It was all about having a close relationship with him, showing God's love, how grace, or how much grace that he gives us, and how much love he had for us. This was the only one that actually really saw that, or that was something that I saw, and it was completely different. The Bible is probably the only thing that I've read that actually had prophecies that actually came to pass. The Bible is the only thing that I've seen that had like 30 something different writers and everything from different locations, and yet somehow everything comes together as God being God. And y'all know, like, if y'all ever be around in a circle and you whisper something in people's ear, everybody's gonna have a different answer, and that is a fact, guys. That is a fact. If you can do that at home or at work or wherever, or maybe some type of party or whatever it is, if you whisper in somebody's ear, about something, everybody's gonna have a different answer. It may be one or two they'll actually listen exactly what you just said, but everybody's gonna have a different answer every single time. So it just amazes me how you have people that's not whispering nobody's ear. They literally all from different locations, and what I mean different locations, from different countries, right in the same Bible, and when they put it together, prophecies are fulfilled. Everything is on one accord. How is that even possible? There's no other book that I've seen that done that, guys. Like I said, somebody that doesn't believe and things like that, You know, like, it takes a lot for me to believe. And even if something seems logic to me, I still wouldn't believe it. Probably because I chose not to believe it. But now, guys, like, it's so much proof. It's ridiculous, man. You know, and even in Romans, it talks about, you know, how the heavens and the earth, you know, everything is made so that men are without excuse. You know, it's just crazy, guys. You know, everything is just right. You know, the earth is not too close to the equator. You know, if the earth was too close to the equator, we all burn up. If the earth was a little bit far away from the equator, we all freeze to death. You know, the gravity, you know, we're not falling. Like, you know, everything is just right. You know, like, yo, man, it's just crazy, guys. It's just really, really crazy. You know, I don't know, man. It's like, even with us, like, we have so much information in our bodies. Like, you know, we have this thing called DNA. Just like you have computers. Computers have, like, these hard drives, and they have all these codings in there to get it to work. We as humans have DNA, which is a whole bunch of message in our bodies. You know, our height, our blood type, you know, our race, our nationality, like, everything. There's so much information on us, and they call it DNA. It's just crazy. Who could create something like us? Who can create us? You know, it gotta be God. You know, so just something for y'all to really, really think about, guys. Like, really something for y'all to really, really think about. Because for me, I used to always think I'm in this world to just produce, play chess, rap, get rich, be happy, live life to the fullest, get drunk. In the past, that's what my mindset was. You know, that was my decision, my choice to think in those terms. You know, that's what I really thought, that's what my life was. But the more I read, and the more I think, and the more I ponder on this word, and the more I just really just, like, think about things, like, for a long time, I realized that it never was about us. Our life was never about us. It was always about Him, giving glory to God. You know, God bought us with a price, therefore we are not our own. So He want to use us to make a change, not just in this world, but just people around us. You know, and I really, alright, Mace, I really believe that, guys. I feel like He really want to use us in a way that is, like, supernatural, man. Use us in a way that we could really make a big, big change. A change that we couldn't even fathom in our minds, guys. You know, I thank God that He gave me the gift to play chess, and I'm good at it. You know, I love that. I love the fact that, you know, I'm still alive today. I'm thankful for my marriage, you know, because there's a lot of times, you know, we was going to divorce and everything, but we're still here. Been married for a very long time now, you know, and everything is good, you know. I mean, I'm thankful I'm not homeless. Like, I'm not homeless no more. I'm thankful that, you know, I don't got to look over my shoulders. You know, I'm just really thankful for that, guys. And I'm thankful that I can actually, you know, I can sit here and talk to y'all with no worries, with no fear in me. And, you know, I'm just very grateful and thankful for that. You know, I'm thankful that a lot of y'all watch me all my life, and I'm thankful that a lot of y'all watch my YouTube videos. You know, I'm thankful that, you know, people support me, and especially the students that enroll in my Maurice Bishop University. I'm very grateful and thankful for them. And it's not even just them enrolling, but it's just having people that are ambitious, you know, having people that are, you know, very intelligent, you know. It's some things that they teach me on things about, which is what I'm very grateful for. People ask questions all the time, and I'm grateful for that. You know, I don't know, guys, like, I think a lot. I've always been a thinker. I always ponder on a lot of things, guys, but But yeah, man, I do think a lot, but I don't just think on things just to be thinking about it. Like, there's always a purpose. I try to live my life on purpose. I feel like everything I gotta do, I gotta make a difference. I gotta, you know, there's always something, and I gotta make time for it. There's always a decision. There's always choices to make. Right now, guys, and I'm gonna be transparent with y'all, I'm dealing with a decision that I really want to make, but I'm just being cautious about it. I want to make sure I'm making the right choice. One of my choices, guys, for all y'all don't know, this is my last year till I ETS out the military. You know, again, guys, it's not, like I always tell y'all, the military is not my passion, but, you know, it does pay the bills. I do get medical coverage, you know, which is great. Me leaving that, you know, I won't have medical coverage. I mean, I could get medical coverage from somewhere, but the thing is it worth it and everything, things like that, you know. So I always have to think about it, like really think, like, what is it that you really want to do? So right now, guys, I'm just thinking, like, I'm not trying to make a rash decision, you know. I'm trying to, like, really plan, and this is what I do, guys. I gotta plan, I gotta think. Even yesterday, guys, I didn't get on YouTube to make a video. I didn't even do a live. I had to make a decision where, you know, maybe I just needed to give it a break for a day and just spend time with the wife. Now the thing is, if I would have made the decision to be on a computer or whatever, then maybe we would have been arguing or whatever, things like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we would have been arguing, maybe we would not, but it probably could have stirred something up for me just going in there and not paying her no mind. So I made it my duty to actually just, you know, just for this one day, spend time with her. And I'm going to do more of that too. So it's going to be times where I'm with the family a lot more than, you know, just being on video. I mean, I'm going to still make videos and stuff, but I gotta balance it out, because it is kind of hard, guys, because I'm in the military. It's a lot of work that I have to do. This was supposed to be my telework day, but I'm here because I have other duties that I have to do. You know, I have to help some soldiers out. So, but again, don't complain. Like, I don't complain. I just do it, you know, and I'll just keep doing it. And again, I'm still planning and thinking and making a way of what I want to do, you know, after the military, or if I choose to re-enlist or not, you know. So those are those decisions. But and the thing is, I have to make sure that my decisions are right, guys, because again, the one wrong choice can affect your future for real, you know, or it could work for the better, you know. It all depends. But that's why I really try to think on it, like, really hard, you know. So guys, I know I'm here at work like early as heck, but I like to get to work early just to try to knock out some few taskers that I want to do. Actually, I kind of completed a lot of the big ones, which is great. I'm actually happy for that. So but yeah, so I'm gonna work on some other stuff that I need to do. But again, guys, I'm grateful that y'all came on here. You know, y'all always show me love every time I get on here, man. It's just a blessing. But yeah, guys, I will do another one. I will do another live. I will say this, for all y'all that's not enrolled in my Maurice Bishop Chapter University, make sure y'all log on to that, man, because I'm telling y'all, I have players that's already in the Facebook group, and they're posting the games that they won from the openings I teach them. So it's definitely working. I'm loving it. So if y'all want to be another success story, you know, definitely enroll, guys. I'm telling you guys, you're definitely going to improve your game. All right. I got to go, guys. But again, thank you all. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And have a great day, guys. All right, guys. Peace.